Alright. Freaking draft time. What pick do we have? Tell me it's better than 10. Pick 5. Okay, well that's better than 10. That is better than 10. So we have pick number 5. We're in the middle this time. So we're going to have to be on our toes a little bit more. It's going to be a fast draft for us. Fifth pick could be tough too. Like if 4 running backs come off the board, are we going to take a 5th running back? Are we going to take a receiver? I definitely want Taylor or McCaffrey if they fall to me, but what about after that? Do we grab Mixon with the 5th pick because I got Mixon on my other team? Mixon isn't supposed to be somebody who goes till pick 10, per se, but if I already have Mixon on the other team, I'd probably rather have Mixon than Dalvin Cook or Najee Harris. Because I already they'll have 2 shares of Mixon. We just hope Mixon has a great thing going. Harris just sprained his Frank, whatever the fuck, his knee. Oh man, pick 5 is going to be kind of tough. We get like the 5th best running back, or do we just grab a receiver, The thing is, yeah, it's fucked up because I got Mixon on the other team. I don't really want to draft Jamar Chase on this team at pick 5. I don't want to take Najee Harris if I got Mixon on the other team and Najee Harris just hurt his knee in camp, and then we're looking at like Austin Eckler or somebody. I guess we could take Eckler or McCaffrey or Henry or Cook or Taylor, right? That's what we could do. And then we could try to get Mixon on the way back. And if we don't get Mixon on the way back, then we'll get Jones. Jones is on my other team, too. We got Jones on Team Ramrod. Now they're saying Akers might not play week 1. They're saying Dobbins might not play week 1. They better play. Yeah, so maybe we just grab... maybe we just grab one of the running backs with pick 5, and then we get Aaron Jones on the way back in round 2, and then we start worrying about other stuff. Or we could get Kelsey on the way back. We could get Kelsey on the way back at pick 15 or whatever, 16, but that would be kind of like right where his ADP is. His ADP is 16.8. Like, I'd rather him drop. I'd rather the tight ends drop a little bit, but maybe not. Maybe I should grab Kelsey on the way back. This team might just look completely different than the other one. I'd rather kind of try to draft the same guys, though, but when you get pick 5 after you got pick 10, that's kind of hard to do. Ooh. They're on waivers till tomorrow. I have the number one waiver priority in this league, at least, right? That's actually, yeah. I was so mad I got the 10th pick, but I got waiver priority number one. So that's nice. As soon as there's somebody to pick up off free agency after the first week, I'm going to be able to grab them. My team. Does my team suck? Did I draft okay? I had the 10th pick. I did the best I could. Just wondering if y'all think I drafted well. And nobody responded, but I got sent 2 crappy trades. So I posted horseshit trades. All I got in response to my inquiry about how well or poor I drafted was I received not 1 but 2 horseshit trades that I had to immediately reject. Predatory MFers, let's play fantasy football. I want my fantasy fulfilled. Why does it say hidden? Am I banned? It's by Chris. Why does it say hidden? It's not hidden. There we go. It was just being weird. You have Saquon Barkley projected as having the 2nd most points out of any flex players. ADP is 19. Why? People are worried he's hurt still. He might not be. Cup actually scored more points than the best scoring running back. Wow. Eckler had 300 points. You will grab Eckler. How do you avoid Eckler if we get him at pick 5? Guy had 300 points last year. He's the number 2 running back. I think we're just going to try to grab a running back in the first round and then try to grab Aaron Jones and Mixon on the way back. If we can't get them, maybe we grab Kelsey or somebody else. All right, almost draft time. We got pick 5. We're gonna have to be ready, Freddie.
Hey, fun fact, historically in Yahoo drafts, top 5 picks actually have the best winning percentages. You want to be somewhere in that top 5, and hey, you got one of those picks. Barely, but you got one. The 5th pick will work for our purposes. This is a great spot to grab, say, Justin Jefferson, in my opinion, although some of you can't pick the first-round running backs, which I guess I understand. Among the many benefits to this spot is that your next pick is never far away. So you are not going to get burned by position runs. That's great. The middle of the draft is just an absolute gift. Enjoy it.
I will. I will enjoy it. I will enjoy it. I love pick 5. We're as ready as we'll ever be. Draft starts in 11 seconds. Ollie, go away. Pick 2. Who's pick 1? Jonathan Taylor. They took Jonathan Taylor, number 1. What's up, Rob? Thanks, man. We got pick 5. I'm thinking we take a running back and then we try to get Aaron Jones or Joe Mixon on the way back because we got him on the other team. We want to try to bet on the same horses. We don't want to try to bet on all the different horses. He took Jefferson, number 2. Holy shit, that's going to give us a better running back now. That's great. He took McCaffrey. Yeah, don't blame me there. So we can get Derrick Henry, or we can get Dalvin Cook, or we can get one of those guys. Eckler, Cook, Henry. He took Cooper Kupp. Holy shit. 2 receivers went in the first 4 picks. That's nuts. So I can get Cook or Eckler or Henry. I mean, I guess it's going to be between Eckler and Cook for me. I think I'm going to take Eckler. He had 300 points last year. The fucking Chargers offense is on the up and up. I don't really want any other Chargers players. I think I'm taking Eckler, boys. Is that alright? I took Eckler. You said easy Eckler pick? Well, help me. I never claimed to be good at this. I mean, he's not super old, Eckler, right? I mean, I know he's been in the league a little while because he was playing before Herbert was there. He was a backup to Melvin Gordon, right? Like, I know a little bit about him. Wow, Derrick Henry did go next. I'm following along here so that I can, like, plug in the picks so that I can see what's suggested for me. Okay, Chase went next. So I can edit it, see? Because I just bought this thing last night. So we can edit it and say he took Chase. So on the way back, yeah, I'm going to want Joe Mixon or Aaron Jones on the way back. Because I got them on the other team. I'm not going to reach for Kelsey. And I'm definitely not going to take a receiver when they didn't drop to me. And there's 3 off the board already. I'm just going to take a running back again. Your team sounds pretty good to me, man. I like those players. I wish your tight end was a little better than Zach Ertz, but sometimes we can't always get the best tight ends. He took Barkley at 9. Cool. So I can still get Mixon. I want Mixon at this point, boys. Now I think we might get him. Najee Harris is still out there because he just hurt his knee last night. All right, he took Mixon. So we're not going to get Mixon, but maybe we get Aaron Jones. We might not get him, though. We might end up fucking going Kelsey here or something. We'll see. I don't want Swift. I don't like running backs for losing teams. I like running backs for winning teams. Kamara's gone. Kamara and Barkley are gone. Those are 2 running backs I was hoping I might be able to get in the second round. So now we want Aaron Jones, and we might not get him. Now if we don't get Aaron Jones, I don't know what we're going to do with this pick. What's up, everybody? Chris Thomason sounds like a good team. Enjoy it. Have fun. Lions are lying sick, though, are they? Sounds like you know more than me, man. I mean, they might be, but they're going to be down 2 touchdowns by the second quarter of a game, aren't they? I don't know. That's how I feel about the Lions. Oh, Nick Chubb is still on the board, too. So I want, like, Chubb or Jones. What other running backs are on the board? Oh, Najee Harris is still out there. Even though he just hurt his knee, but I don't think it's going to be serious. Okay, he's gone right when I talk about him. Yeah, you can't let Najee Harris go that far now. What we got here? Swift is still on the board, though. Adams. There goes Devontae Adams. It's my turn. Oh, there goes the guy I want, Aaron Jones. You got to be kidding me. They took Jones. So our team's going to be completely different than the last team in terms of running backs. They took fucking the guy I wanted. I can take Chubb. I think Chubb would be the guy I'd get. Chubb or Kelsey. If I don't get Chubb, I'm going to end up with one of these random running backs. It's not going to be good. I'm going to get Chubb now. I'm not taking Swift. Point per reception. I'm doing half-point PPR. I'm doing half-point PPR, man. I know, but I don't want to take Javonte Williams if I could get him with the next pick. That's the thing. Chubb and Swift and Fournette, Williams are probably all going to be gone by the next pick. Yeah, I could have just taken Williams. I could have. I think I took Chubb. We got Chubb and Eckler. We might do triple running back. We might. Yes, I agree. There's a lot of good wide receivers to fill out the rosters. That's what I did last draft. Last draft, I got 3 running backs. Last draft, my first 3 picks were Mixon, Jones, and Akers. I went 3 running backs with this team, and then I ended up getting Metcalf and Ayuk later. After Chubb went Swift and then Lamb. There goes Kelsey. I've got a plan. I came in here with a plan, boys, believe it or not, okay? So I kind of know what I want to do. I'm going to get Tyreek Hill on the way back, yeah, or Debo if they're there, for sure. If Debo or Tyreek Hill are available, that's who we're grabbing, but I doubt they'll be there. But if they're there, that's what we're doing. It's going to be Debo or Hill. Those are the two guys. I would have taken them before, but I just don't think we would have gotten those. It could have went all running back, and if it went all running back, we were going to be fucked. I knew it. I knew that if all these are red, that we were going to be so fucked on running back 2, and then we were going to be chasing, because then we were going to have to pick a shitty running back 2 that we didn't really like, and then we are going to be behind every fucking round after that. So I grabbed Chubb. Nah, I don't want to reach for the tight ends. We can get Kittle in round 4 or something. They go Andrews now. Kelsey Andrews. Two tight ends have been taken. What's Pitts' ADP? Pitts' ADP is around 31. And this will be pick 25. So we could take Pitts at 25. And I got him on my other team. We could consider taking Pitts with this pick. But I'd rather not reach. I'd rather the tight ends come around. The tight ends don't get you as many points as the skill players do. He took Josh Allen. Tyreek Hill and Debo Samuel are still on the board. I'm going to take Tyreek Hill or Debo Samuel if it comes around to me. We need one of those two to survive. Oh, Javonte Williams is still on the board. Oh, Jesus, fuck. Javonte Williams is still on the board, you guys. We have 3 good. We're going to get somebody good, aren't we? Unless they all go right here. Javonte Williams, Debo Samuel, and Tyreek Hill are all on the board. It's a miracle. And Leonard Fournette is. And Leonard Fournette's on the board. We're going to get one of those 4 guys. We're not going to get Pitts. We'll never take Pitts over one of those guys, ever. It's going to be Fournette, Hill, Samuel, or Williams. And it's up to whatever they pick. That's what's happening. We're ready for this pick. There's no change in this. Ezekiel Elliott's still on the board, too? Ezekiel Elliott's still on the fucking board, too. Holy fuck. Okay, they're letting people drop, man, because they took all these tight ends and shit. All right, there's Fournette. He took Fournette over those other guys, which could be good. Debo, there goes Debo. Here goes all the players we're fucking talking about. And now it's going to be Javonte, Ezekiel Elliott, or Hill. And then we're going to have a choice now. What do you guys think about Ezekiel Elliott? Do you think no good, or do you think good? You think he's got a chance to get back to his earlier years, or is he just going to be fucking splitting with fucking Pollard and all that? There goes fucking Javonte Williams, man. So we're getting Tyreek Hill. That's it. We already said we knew what we were doing. Elliott or Hill is the pick. We can't take Javonte. Just took him. It's going to be Tyreek Hill, boys. I'm happy with it. This is the only pick, right? Tyreek Hill? We're not taking Evans over Hill. Yeah, I know we don't know what we get, but that's yeah. That's the thing. That's the whole point of taking him, I think. These other guys, we know what we're getting. With Tyreek Hill and a new offense, it could be amazing. They could throw fucking screens to Tyreek Hill all day and watch him run off of it. They didn't get him so that they couldn't use him, that's for sure. I don't know. To me, he's the best player, man. I don't want Pittman or A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown, though, could be, like, I know it could be bad, but it could also be good, you know? Yeah, there's no reason to type LOL there. There actually wasn't a joke or anything funny being said. I don't know why you guys just incessantly type LOL after you say something. I think you internet nerds think when you say LOL after you say something that confirms that what you said is true, but in actuality it does not confirm what you said is true at all. And there's no joke, so like I don't know why people are doing this LOL thing lately. I wish the trend would stop. LOL. See how smart I sounded there with the LOL exclamation point winky face thing that you guys keep doing? It's annoying the fucking shit out of me. You guys got to stop doing it. Pittman, AJ Brown, Mike Evans, just like the sim predicted. Wow. Maybe the sim is actually picking. See, we just got a receiver at the head of a long line of receivers, man. We're beating the receiver now. We already got 2 running backs. There goes Connor. But I do want your help, though. Why are we not seeing James Conner here? What? Was that an early pick, James Conner? Was that guy not supposed to pick him? Yeah, Elliott's still on the board. Elliott's coming off the board soon. So Pitts is still on the board. We're definitely getting Pitts for the next pick if he's still there. Is this PPR? It's half-point PPR. Thanks for asking. No one ever asks that. I should just put it in this title, probably. Yeah, it's half-point PPR. Connor, Allen, there goes Elliott. Okay, just as predicted. See, Pitts is going to get taken before it's my turn, man. And I'm not taking Kittle at 35. I'm not doing it. I'm not reaching. I'll take Pitts. But if Pitts isn't there, then we're going to get a running back or a receiver. Or has any quarter... Okay. I'm not going to take a quarterback that early either. So it's going to be Pitts, or it's going to be best remaining running back or receiver. I don't even care which. I don't know. Maybe I could have taken another running back instead of Tyreek Hill. But I wasn't in love with Connor or Eli Mitchell or Zeke Elliott. Pitts is gone. Sutton, Pitts, Mitchell, Moore. It's my turn! Fuck! Oh, I want Akers then. I know he's maybe not going to start week 1, but the Rams running back, I think, has got the potential here, boys. I got Akers. I didn't have much time for that pick, man. Pitts, Sutton, Pitts. You like it? What happened to Dima? Did we scare them off? Pitts, Mitchell, more Akers. You're not the only one doing it, Dima. Just been seeing it a lot. It's no big deal or anything. Do you. You do you. You do you. So right now we've got Eckler, Chubb, Akers, and we got Tyreek Hill. There goes Kittle. And I thought about taking Kittle there, but I wasn't going to jump it, man. All right, Kittle, then it's Etienne. Etienne Jr. What are we going to do when it comes back to me? I don't know why it got banned. You'd have to ask Twitter. I think it has something to do with Twitter not having a sense of humor or something. Not sure. Quarterback on yet? Yeah, Josh Allen's gone. But all the other quarterbacks are on the board. There goes Mike Williams, who I don't care for. We didn't want him anyway. A lot of players are going to get taken that we don't want anyway, which is good. It's a good thing. I like the way our team's looking. 4 players that I like, 4 different bye weeks. We have 2 shares of Cam Akers now. I have him on the other team, which is cool. We have 3 running backs that we hope to be solid. Akers might be hurt week 1. We still need more skill players, but we can kind of look at other positions now if we wanted to. I don't usually like to super early, but sometimes we do it. I took Pitts in round 3 last night. Or no, I didn't. I took Pitts. I had the 10th pick, so... Actually, yeah, I think I took Pitts in here last night, and he went here, so just 2 picks after me, so... This time I had a different pick. Didn't work out for Pitts. Could be wrong. Who could be wrong? Yep, we scared Dime off. Like, this guy's team is dog shit. He took 1 running back, Jonathan Taylor, and now he's got Mike Williams and Deontay Johnson. Like, I don't know, man. I'm glad I don't know that guy's team. This team looks good. 2 running backs, 2 receivers. All right, he's taking Robinson. I'm next. Montgomery. All right, so, I mean, we could take a quarterback here, you guys. Kind of sick. I mean, his ADP is 36, his ADP is 32, and we're at pick 44. I don't think I'm going to take him, though. I'm going to let him keep dropping. I'm going to let those fuckers keep dropping. I'll take him later. I don't want Herbert either, because we have Eckler. All right, he took Breece Hall. So I think I'm going to take Darren Waller. That's who I'm taking. I don't have a tight end. He's Vegas's tight end. It could be good. He's trying to get paid, too. I'm taking Waller. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe we'll get Henderson later, but I don't usually like doing that. I know it's going to sound weird to you guys, but let me explain. I'm taking Waller, okay? I'm taking Waller. Let me explain. It sounds smart to protect that guy with another guy, but then you're filling two of your precious limited roster spots with 2 people that play the same position. What you're really hoping is that Cam Akers is just a beast and he is healthy soon and that he gets all the touches and he wins you your league. That's what you're hoping. So you don't really want Henderson. Now, if it's near fantasy playoff time and it's week 15 or week 17, and you have a running back that could be susceptible and you want to handcuff him, then I kind of like handcuffing. Once you already have your roster figured out, you already know who's starting, you know who's not, this and that. But early on, I have a lot of experience now, early on in the seasons here. And early on in these seasons, you are limited, you are strapped on these roster spots, and you don't really want to be doing this thing where you've got Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon on your team or something. It never works out. You don't want 2 Seattle running backs. You don't want... I don't think so, man. Some people like to do it, though. You do you. Like I said, everyone's going to... That's why fantasy football is fun, is because it's not it's an unsolved strategy game, so... I've been seeing this Schultz guy go... Schultz went early in my last draft, too. People want these tight ends. They know that's their last chance of... They know that's their last chance of getting a decent tight end, so they freak out and they just grab him. Because they know if he's gone, they don't know who the fuck they're going to get. Michael Thomas came off the board before Patrick Mahomes did. What the fuck is going on in here? Okay, there goes Herbert. Lamar Jackson. Mahomes is still on the... There goes Herbert. How do we not... Are we going to take Mahomes? I don't really like taking quarterbacks this early, but we have our tight end. We have 3 running backs, so we could take a receiver. But I don't really... Okay, we could take Metcalf. Be my second share of Metcalf. 58, and 50, it'd be 55. We could take Metcalf. Be my second share of Metcalf. That could be good. Seattle's going to be losing games. Going to be throwing the ball to Metcalf. Could get my second share of Dobbins, but he's hurt. People don't know if he's going to start, etc., etc. Or we could take a quarterback, but you know what? I don't think I'm going to. Okay, there goes Mahomes anyway. And I don't think I was going to take him anyway. I was going to take a running back or receiver anyways. There goes 3 quarterbacks in 6 picks. But that's cool. There's plenty of quarterbacks to get later. So now for this pick, I'm thinking about Metcalf, and I'm thinking about the other guy that I have, Dobbins. Metcalf or Dobbins, just to get another share. To me, we just want shares of the people that we have, and we hope that they're the studs. We don't know who's going to be the stud and who's not, but that's what we're hoping for. I try to draft a lot of the same players, and I don't like backing them up. Now, I don't know, man. Since in this draft you can get Akers early on like I did, and you can get Henderson very late in the draft, then it sounds like a decent idea. It's just, I know that it's filling 2 roster spots, and you're never going to be able to start them both in the same week. So since that's true, you're kind of sort of wasting a spot, you know? And it's just not good for business. All right, there goes Dobbins. Who was the other guy I wanted? The one other guy I wanted? Metcalf. It's my turn, so I guess we're getting Metcalf. Who'd they take? Waddle. Could take Metcalf, or could take Clyde Edwards-Helaire. We don't have to go for him for a while, maybe. I'm going to take Metcalf. It's my second share of Metcalf. Makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. Young wide receiver. Juju over Metcalf. Yeah, I like Juju. Yeah, honesty's best policy. You should definitely always be honest. Yeah, that Gabe Davis guy might be good. I don't see Metcalf turning into some schlub just because he's got a worse quarterback this year. I mean, obviously there could be some... In a way, there could be less production, but in a way, there could be more. You know? That's what's funny about it. Oh, they got a worse quarterback now. Okay, so the team's going to be losing more. So then in the fourth quarter, the quarterback's going to be throwing the ball up in the air to DK Metcalf because they're down 2 touchdowns. I mean, it could be better that they have a worse quarterback, couldn't it? Does having a worse quarterback necessarily mean that receiver is going to produce less fantasy points? I don't think the answer is yes. I think it's more complicated than that. Yeah, well, that's why I like honestly, I'm conflicted because I've talked to a lot of people about how I like to avoid taking the early running back because a lot of them just get hurt anyway. But at the same time, there's so many in today's NFL where they're throwing the ball every single fucking down. Like on any given week, you can find a fantasy wide receiver that's available in free agency, you know? Like in any given week. So that devalues the wide receiver for me. So like, why am I going to take Cooper Kupp in the first round? Cooper Kupp might be the best receiver this year, or he might not be. He might not be, though. Let's look at, we got to get ready for this pick. We're at pick what? 50... 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. It's going to be 65. All the quarterbacks are gone. It's going to be pick 65 for us. Shows it right here. And our team's starting roster's filled out. We just need a quarterback and backups. The quarterbacks available. Do these guys have quarterbacks yet? Okay, this guy who picks right before me doesn't have a quarterback yet. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. That was somebody who I was going to take because I got him on my other team. This guy took him. I don't know who I'm going to take here. I really don't want a third receiver. We're taking running backs or we're taking other positions. Although, I guess Davis and Schuster would have been two good choices, right? We were just talking about them. And they both just came off the board. Could get Gibson. What do you think about Gibson? What do you think about Gibson, Harris, Singletary, Sanders, Penny? Well, we don't want Penny. What do you think about these running backs? What about Marquise Brown, Arizona? Is there potential there? I don't really like any of these players. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my God. Okay, I think I'm gonna take. Jalen Hurts. I think I'm gonna take Jalen Hurts, you guys. Yeah, these are the receivers. I don't really like any of them. I could take Gibson. I don't really like taking a quarterback this early, but I think Jalen Hurts could be a good fantasy player, man. We need a quarterback. If we don't get him, we're going to end up trying to get Trey Lance or somebody later. And I don't really like any of the other players. We don't know if this is the thing, we don't know. I just hate taking early quarterbacks because you can always plug and play a quarterback and get 4 touchdowns for him, you know? But Jalen Hurts runs too, doesn't he? He runs. He's projected 700 rushing yards and 7 touchdowns. I mean, you know, like, if you're going to fucking run the ball for me too, bro, that's pretty sick. It's like having another running back. Our team's filled out. We're going for backups now. And honestly, I don't mind taking fucking kickers and defense this early. I don't mind it at all. I think a lot of people do mind that, but I don't. There goes Goddard. There goes Marquise Brown. They think Hunt, Godwin, Hawkinson will be next. Well, that's what we did, and you like my plan. We got Eckler, Chubb, Akers in the first 4 picks. We got Tyreek Hill and Metcalf, which I think is fucking great. I mean, wouldn't Tyreek Hill and DK Metcalf be in the first round if they still had their quarterbacks? And I got them in round 3 and 6, right? I got Darren Waller in round 5. That seems like a pretty fucking good value. He might end up being the best tight end. And then we got Hurts round 6. I don't like taking quarterbacks this early. Here's the thing. They all had quarterbacks, right? They all had quarterbacks. The only one who doesn't have a quarterback right now is Jason's team and Florida. Everyone else has a quarterback, but we were pretty lucky that he faded Hurts here, and I didn't know if he'd come back, but we couldn't, you know what I mean? I didn't care about Marquise Brown or Brandon Cooks or any of them. I already have Hill and Metcalf. I don't care. So I think I'm learning like how to take my strategy of like, well, I really prefer these positions over those, but then still realizing that like sometimes you have to take best available. You got to have a recipe. You take 3 receivers in a row and hope one of them's spikes. Maybe. I like getting running backs at this point. I already have my 2 receivers. There's going to be so many receivers on free agency that can catch you 2 touchdowns in any given week, man. It's only a 10-team league. I've got my 2 receivers. I don't want to draft anymore. I want Stevenson. That's who I want. I want people... Like, I could have taken Ramondre Stevenson here instead of Jalen Hurts and gotten the upside running back. That would have been the play for me. we could have taken a running back, but we were kind of reaching for where the running back's ADP was, and we weren't reaching for where Hurts' ADP was, so I took Jalen Hurts, but I don't know. I'm kind of sort of regretting the pick in a way, honestly, because it'd be nice to have more running back depth and to steal the running backs from your opponents so that your opponents' teams become weaker. I'm not making my opponent's team any weaker by taking Jalen Hurts because they already all have quarterbacks. And if that guy would have taken Jalen Hurts, I could have still drafted Aaron Rodgers 4 rounds from now. Or I guess not because he just took him. But I think he wanted Hurts, and then he saw I took him, and he just freaked out and took Rodgers. He could have waited on Rodgers. There's only one other team that needs a quarterback, this guy. So he could have just waited. See what I mean? He can just wait and then take, 5 rounds from now, he can take, the second or third best quarterback available right now. And you get to pick up all the receivers and running backs before anybody else does. That's what I could have done if I faded Hurts. But the fact that Jalen Hurts can get me 700 rushing yards and 7 touchdowns potentially is what they're projecting him for, that's turning me on. It's like a quarterback who's a running back. I like the running quarterbacks. I like Murray, Hurts, Lamar Jackson. Those are my 3 favorite. Those are my 3 favorite quarterbacks. Oh, and I guess Josh Allen, but you're never going to get him because he goes too early. Yeah, this Damian Pierce guy could be good for Houston, running back. See, people are stocking up on the running backs because they know they need to. We maybe missed out a little bit on that, but we got 3 here. We really need to be thinking running back more than anything at this point. This guy's got Henry, Mitchell, Dobbins. This guy's only got Cook and Jones. They're probably taking run. It's probably going to go running back here too. That's right. We can take one of these 4. Judy and Ayuk. Gibson's still on the board. Should I go ahead and take Washington's starting running back real quick here in round 7? Yeah, Melvin Gordon, too. How is Gibson still available? He's going to be their kick returner, too? Oh, they're saying he's returning kicks now. Because he lost his job. Fucking shit. You know what? I'm just going to take Amari Cooper. I don't know that I love the pick, but I've got a 3rd receiver now in case Metcalf's a little sketchy with a new quarterback. Cooper is going to be on a new team with a new quarterback. But maybe one of those 2 works out for me, right? To go with Tyreek Hill. I said I wanted to go running back, and then I went receiver. I just got scared to take Gibson because, yeah, I just read the article where he's returning kicks, which means he's probably not going to be running the ball. Damien Harris? Yeah, why did this guy take Ramondre Stevenson before Damien Harris then? Brian Robinson got shot yesterday. Oh, I did see somebody got shot. Oh, man, I'm behind on all this stuff. Did I reach for Cooper? Was Cooper a terrible pick? Maybe I should have taken Gibson. I got nervous because mid-pick I saw that something was going on with him. And he dropped down the board like 2 rounds. This team has a lot less running back depth than my last team because this team took a 3rd receiver and then this team took an early quarterback. My last team, I didn't do either of those things. We were just saying we were going to take a running back between Gibson and Singletary and Sanders and the other guy, and I ended up not taking one. But I am, I guess, a little worried about Metcalf. I don't know, man. I don't know. This guy's got 4 receivers, only 2 running backs. Jeez, his second running back is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He has no backups. Okay, there's Pollard. Like this guy, I do not like this guy's team. I don't really want Miles Sanders though because I have Hurts, right? So this is kind of annoying. What about Cordarrelle Patterson? Pollard, Gordon. Pollard just left. Harris. Who's Harris? Oh, Damien Harris. Oh, he's gone now. Damien Harris is gone now, boys. He took Lance, yeah, because he needed a quarterback and he was freaking out like he wasn't going to get one, but he didn't need to freak out like he wasn't going to get one because he was the last one to pick one. So he could have just waited. Melvin Gordon's still there. Yeah, but we can get him next round. We should get like Sanders now or Penny or somebody. We could get 2, you see what I mean? Even though we have Hurts, we could get Sanders too, and just whatever. It doesn't matter that much. I'm taking Sanders. I'll take Sanders and Hurts and whatever. We'll bench Sanders and we'll see who's really getting more points or something. We're going to get another running back with the next pick too, more than likely. Kenneth Walker. Yeah, who's he play for again? Seattle? Is he a rookie or something? Guy took Gordon right after me. See, this is the thing, you guys. Like, when it comes to that, like, I do prefer Sanders over Gordon. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm admitting that I'm wrong a lot. But, like, Melvin Gordon's been in the league a long time. We know what we're getting with Melvin Gordon. And he's going to split time with Javonte. And he's been in the league for like 10 fucking years. Melvin Gordon is not going to finish this year as the odds of Melvin Gordon finishing this year as a top 5 running back has to be a lot lower than the odds of Miles Sanders being a top 5 running back, right? Miles Sanders is younger. We don't know. He hasn't had a couple of good years yet. He's on a team that's on the up and up. Jalen Hurts is getting more settled in. They want to run the ball, Philly. So, like, when we're talking about the chances of Miles Sanders spiking and being like a top 5 running back this year, or Melvin Gordon spiking and being a top 5 running back this year, don't we think that Sanders has a much better chance than Gordon? Or am I wrong? I think I'm right on this. Like, ceiling potential. I like Hurts. He hasn't been in the league very long. He runs the ball a lot. What if he has a huge fantasy season this year, Jalen Hurts? DK Metcalf, young guy. Yep, he's got a bad quarterback, but they can throw it up in the air to him every time. Tyreek Hill. Nick Chubb's young running back. Akers. Guys who have chance at ceiling on good teams. I like to get running backs for good teams. Eckler, Akers. I don't know if Browns will be good, but I like running backs for good teams. I like receivers for bad teams. The running backs are running the ball in the fourth quarter. The receivers are on the bad teams are getting thrown the ball in the fourth quarter. Hopkins, Moore, Kmet. Hopkins, Moore. Ollie, chill out, bro. Come here. He needs to fucking go out, but I need like 10 minutes. Ollie, come here. Ollie, hey, Ollie, come here. Hey, where's my dog? Come here. You're good. Chill out. Yeah, you're awake now. We get it. Come here. This guy just take a second quarterback? He took Rodgers and Stafford. Oh, my God. So bad. Everyone's got their own strategy, though. We need to go another running back. We have 4. We need 5 or 6 running backs. Next 2 rounds, we're probably going running back. And then after that, we're doing the other stuff. Rookie for Seattle. Penny's still on the board. You guys are talking about the rookie for Seattle, but Penny's still there. Well, not anymore. Now he's gone. I should just say the name out loud and watch him disappear. Kareem Hunt's still on the board. Cordarrelle Patterson's still on the board. I could have Hunt and Chubb, which, like I said earlier, I kind of don't like because you're never going to play them both, but at least we'd know whoever was the guy to get, we'd have him, kind of thing. I don't know. I don't like getting a guy hoping that the other guy gets hurt. That's what I don't like. I don't want to draft, we might want Henderson. We could have Akers Henderson. I don't know. At least you have 2 pieces of that offense. You know you got the guy, no matter who's hurt, you're going to have the number 1 running back for the Rams on your team. I guess it is kind of nice. I don't fucking know, man. I'm conflicted on a lot of these decisions. I'm new at this. Christian Kirk went. Oh, no, not Kirk Cousins. This thing isn't smarter than that. Give it a 7. They just took the 2 guys I mentioned. Are you kidding me? I just mentioned those 2 names, then they took them lickety-split right in front of me. Am I being stream sniped? Really annoying they just took those 2 guys. I'm taking Henderson and going against what I fucking said I was going to do anyway and listening to the guy in chat. Akers might not play week 1, so I'll have Henderson week 1, Like, it's not a bad idea. It's not a great idea. They took the fucking guys I wanted. They took Patterson and Hunt and Penny. 3 picks out of the 4 picks before me, man. I wanted one of those 3 guys. I hate that shit. Nah, we don't want Hunt and Chubb and... Well, it doesn't matter. I mean... Look, it matters because you're costing yourself roster space. You don't want to... Do you remember when, like, Rashad Penny and Chris Carson were splitting carries and stuff? You don't want to have both those guys on your team. Like, it's just annoying. You fill up 2 roster spots. You can't ever start them both. The Henderson-Akers thing is more like when Akers is hurt week 1, I'm going to start Henderson. And then when Akers is healthy, I'm just going to drop Henderson and pick up somebody else. It's going to be like one of those things. I'm not that worried about having people for the same team. I'm worried about rostering 2 people I'm never going to start at the same time. Like, yeah, I guess Hunt and Chubb would probably be an example. It's hard to start Hunt and Chubb, right? And we have Cooper, too. We don't necessarily have to start him. I don't necessarily like how I picked this draft, but it's tough. It's been tough. It's been a tough one. Feels like I've had people in mind and they've got taken right before me, and then I've had people in mind to get on the way back and they get taken after me, and it just keeps happening. I took an early Jalen Hurts I don't necessarily like, and I took an Amari Cooper here that I didn't necessarily like. I could have grabbed Stevenson and Pierce and these other guys, but to be fair, my first 2 picks were running backs, so we have Eckler and Chubb, and that's pretty much who we're trying to ride, and then we're just trying to maybe fill in a flex spot. We know we like Hill, And then we're hoping that one of these two receivers works out, Cooper and Metcalf, and then we're trying to fill in a flex, and like we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Is it a paid league? Yeah, it's a $250 Yahoo league. Oops. What the fuck? Who are we picking this pick, you guys? This is where I actually need your help. No, Godwin's gone. Fuck. Holy fuck. They barely let me get that pick in. I took a kicker. I took Justin Tucker. Fucking what are you going to do about it? What do we got? Robert Woods. Yes. Why not? What's this LOL thing again? What's funny? I don't get the joke. I have the best kicker. You think that DeAndre Hopkins was going to make our league when we've got 3 other receivers already drafted? You should try to get the best at each position, you fucking donks. Make fun of me all you want. Oh, I should have got James Robinson? Is that who I should have got? Yeah, right. Freiermuth. Wait, hold on. What happened here? Ertz, Pickens, Carter, Woods, Tucker, Buffalo. Yeah, but I didn't like any of the receivers or running backs, though, Adrian. No, we don't want Madison. That's a waste. Take a running back in case the starting running back gets hurt week 1. Yeah, we can still do that. We can do that next pick. There's plenty of guys like that. We should take Jamal Williams in case DeAndre Swift gets hurt. Okay, we can still do that. I'm about to take a defense. Madison, Tampa Bay, Tyler Bass, Russell Wilson. Bass. I did this wrong. I missed Freiermuth. San Francisco, Baltimore. Fuck. New England. San Fran, Baltimore, Brady, New England. London, Prescott, and Njoku. Should we just assume that this Adrian Kadopi guy is only here to be a douchebag, given what we've seen from them on YouTube? What do you guys think? Do you think he's here to have fun and be nice to people, or do you think he's only here to be a jerk? I think he's probably only here to be a jerk. Yeah, I think the way you want to draft is funny too, Adrian. I like the way I did it. I think the way you're doing it's really, really dumb. So, you know. I think it's just as funny as you think it's funny. I think it's funny you think that getting Madison or one of these backup running backs is so important. It makes me laugh. This guy's taking some Giants wide receiver guy. Alright, cool. What we got for tight ends out here? Who's our quarterback? Hurts? Yeah, tight ends are done, son. Might be nice to get another quarterback, honestly. What if Hurts just fucking sucks? Could have Hurts and Carr, just in case. Just for a week 1 assessment type thing. Tony, Lockett, Claypool, Olaf. And we have Waller, so that's kind of a stack, right? That could actually be what we want. I don't know. I don't mind being made fun of for taking a kicker that early, but I didn't like. My point is, I didn't like any of the other running backs or receivers. I already told you guys I wasn't going to draft more than 2 receivers, and I actually drafted 3. I drafted a 3rd receiver in the 8th round, which I normally never do. I took my quarterback in the 7th round. I already have Eckler and Chubb and Akers and Henderson. Okay, so we got Akers and Henderson. So we have the Rams starting running back, we have the Browns starting running back, we have the Chargers starting running back, and we have Sanders for the Eagles. None of these other running backs here are going to do much for me. I understand that we could have taken, one of these running backs, Madison, Robinson, Carter, but yeah, whatever. You guys have lots of videos you've watched and theories on what to do, and I have lots of them too. And obviously kicker is something that you can change week to week. Yep. And if Justin Tucker's got some windy game coming up, then we're not even going to want to play him, but when I was sitting there with a pick and didn't care who I picked, knew that I wanted Baltimore or New England's defense and didn't think I needed to take a defense there because there were still so many available. So that's who I picked. I don't like this double quarterback idea either, but like I said, my strategy, I was so adamant about some of my strategies last year and shit, and I changed so much of it. We'll take a look at the team when it's done. Parker was my last pick in the last draft. He just went. Devontae Parker. He took Harrison Butker. Okay. 2 more picks, and I don't really care who they are. Like I said, we have the receivers and running backs that we need. We don't have as much running back depth as the other team, but, I mean, do you guys see a running back here that's got ceiling potential? I mean, I just don't see one, you know, or I'd take him. And I could be uninformed, for sure. Are any of these receivers going to make or break our year? I don't think so. McCole Hardman, Kansas City. Rookie Sky Moore is there. Yeah, I don't know. There's too many weapons. I think we might just grab, like, another quarterback, to be honest. Like, maybe, like, Winston. Or Mayfield or somebody like that. I'm not taking this Pickett guy. Parker, Bucker, Tanyan, Dallas. Might just take a third quarterback, see how they do week 1, then drop the 2 that don't do good, right? Kind of weird, but the beginning of the season is different than the end of the season. That's for sure. Fields is there. Fuck, I should have taken him. I should have taken him instead of Carr. I got him on my other team. I'm an idiot. I wish I had taken Fields. Fuck. But I did see that I had Waller, so I was like, well, the AFC West quarterback Derek Carr could be good. Fuck, I wish I got Fields. I'm so mad at myself. Trevor Lawrence. What if he all of a sudden figures out how to play football this year? No time, man. Broncos play at Seattle, then they're home against the Texans. And then they're home against the Niners. That's not good. God, I wish I'd taken Fields, man. Fucking shit. See, I want the young ceiling potential guy more than I want Derek Carr. Who we getting with the last pick? I don't like any of these guys. Do we get Khalil Herbert and hope that Montgomery goes down with an injury? Do we get Jamal Williams and hope that DeAndre Swift gets hurt? Oh, so we can still do that play that Dude Man was wanting me to do 4 rounds ago? So we can still do that same play. Was he trying to suggest that Dalvin Cook for the Vikings is like guaranteed to get hurt or something? But these guys, starters, won't be? Like, what kind of nonsense was that guy trying to preach to me? The guy who comes in here only to be a jackass every time he's here. I wish I had taken Fields and not Carr. Fuck. If we take Tua Tagovailoa, he could be throwing to Tyreek Hill. He can't throw it over 30 yards, so. Maybe we should just grab Lawrence. Could always get Winston off the waiver wire if he has a couple big weeks and they look good or something. Let's just get Trevor Lawrence. Oh yeah, we could pick another defense. Maybe. New Orleans defense at the Falcons. Ugh, then home against the Bucks. Then they're at the Panthers. And then they're home against the Vikings. Home against the Seahawks. It's pretty good. Maybe we should take Saints defense. Should have taken Fields instead of Carr. Fuck. That's my biggest regret of this draft. He took another defense. Yeah, I think I'm going to take New Orleans defense, actually. Yoink. That's the squad. That's the fucking squad, baby. I mean, whatever. People. I used to make fun of people who drafted kickers before the last round too, but I think that's a old thing to make fun of people about. I don't think it's a thing to make fun of people about anymore. This is the team I drafted the other day. We ended up not getting the early quarterback, so we got Lance later on, but we got Mixon and Jones early on, and we got Akers again. We got 2 shares of Akers. We also got Dobbins, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Miles Sanders. We got a lot of running back depth. Receivers, we got Metcalf and Ayuk and Parker, so not looking as strong as we wish, but we got a lot of early running backs. And we got Pitts, too. Pitts at tight end. We got Baltimore and New England defense, and we got Bucker kicking. And I took the kicker pretty early here too. I don't need to take a 6th or 7th running back if I can take one of the better kickers. I do think that the point discrepancy from kickers isn't that big, but I do think you want to have a kicker for a team that gets in the red zone a lot. I think you'd rather have a kicker for Baltimore and a guy who's done it a lot, like Justin Tucker, Harrison Butker, than a lot of these other guys. I think it actually does make you some points. I think kickers do actually score us some points, so I don't know. I like points. This is the team we just drafted, which, fucking shit, man. This draft did feel pretty rough. It did feel on the rough side. I'll be right back to talk about this. I'm going to go take out Ollie Dog. Be back, you guys. So basically, as I was saying, kicker is the most important position you want to draft in fantasy football. God, I wish I would have taken Justin Fields instead of Derek Carr. Would have been a much better pick. Oh, they should have him ranked the actual right way, man. You know, like, why the fuck would anyone want to draft Derek Carr over Justin Fields? The ADPs shouldn't be the way they were. So you take the earlier quarterback, and does my team look better here than the other one? I don't think so. And the other one's got Trey Lance. I guess if Trey Lance bombs, the other team's worse. The other team, I've got Lance and Fields. I should have taken Fields here. I hate that I didn't take him. I'm so mad. That's all right. We've got the starting running back for the Rams. Either way you scratch it. We got Akers and Henderson. We got Eckler. We got Chubb. Metcalf and Hill. I don't know Thursday night who the Rams running back is. This team is projected a lot more points than my other team. My other team's projected like 108. This team's 118. Probably because we got the earlier pick, right? Obviously. Yeah, 3 defenses pretty whack. There just was no skill players I care about. Week 1 projection. Tyler Boyd, McKenzie, Scantling, Hardman, DJ Shark, Julio Jones. These are all receivers too. What about running backs? Week 1 projection. Mike Davis, Baltimore. Raheem Mostert, Kenneth Gainwell, J.D. McKissick. I guess we could have one of those guys on our roster instead of our 3 defenses. Jamal Williams, Herbert. Yeah, I could hope for somebody to get hurt week 1. Could. Maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll do it too. Maybe we'd rather have Williams and Herbert week 1 when somebody get hurt. And we got the starter. Boom. There's a lot of truth to what that Adrian bro said earlier. It just seems like they're only here just to pick a time to talk shit to me. I don't really appreciate that. Doesn't seem like the discussion's really discussion. This is the squad. I wonder if there's like another one coming up. It's today, Monday. There's one at 8 p.m. Or 9 p.m. Yeah, maybe, man. It's just, I don't know, maybe. Sure. I mean, I've definitely heard of this. I've done it myself. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. None of those receivers and running backs made me excited. Yeah, I could take Madison. and hope Cook gets hurt. But I have Chubb and Akers and Eckler anyway. Yeah, we could maybe I will drop him. I wish I would have taken Fields instead of Derek Carr, I'll tell you that much. But, yeah, your dart throwing we could do with lots of different people. We could take Herbert and hope that fucking, whatever his name is, gets hurt, you know? I mean, there's lots of people who can get hurt. We could take the Panthers backup running back and hope McCaffrey gets hurt. Yeah, well then maybe we will drop one of these defenses for one of those guys. We don't need 3 defenses. We need like 1. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. I do think there's some upside to having the better kickers though. You can tell me no, but this Justin Tucker guy can kick 50-yard field goals more easily than other guys, and he gets more opportunities than other guys because he plays on a decent team, a well-coached team. Well, he wasn't drafted because everybody like me was dumb and took 3 defenses. We should have taken Fields instead of Carr. Fuck. I'm so mad about that. If I just would have done that, I'd love this team. We can make these adjustments. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you make a good point, man. You should write a book about it. You're almost doing that here in the chat. Yeah, I don't know. Last team, we had so much good depth. We weren't looking for any dart throws later on, so could have maybe done a better job of that in this draft. Our last team had so many fucking running backs already. It was like I ended up getting Parker and Fields towards the end because my receivers are weaker with Metcalf and Ayuk, and I already had a shitload of running backs. Even if we got one of those Jamal Williams, Madison guys here on this team, they're never going to see the starting light of day. Probably. They might. Baltimore and New England defense here. Harrison Butker in a fucking dome, baby. Oh, well, thanks for the compliment. Just why didn't I take Fields instead of Carr? Because I didn't see him on the fucking list. That's why I didn't think about him. That's why I didn't think about him. So we got 2 shares of Akers now and 2 shares of Metcalf now. Akers and Metcalf, right, are the only 2, and New England defense. Oh, and I have 2 shares of Sanders. 2 shares of Sanders, Akers, and Metcalf. Sanders, Akers, and Metcalf. Oops. I'm just looking for ceiling. I think Carr's been in the league for 10 years. We know what we're going to get with Carr. Yeah, his team looks a lot better. His numbers might be inflated some, but is he really going to end up being some sort of stud top 5 quarterback? Whereas with Justin Fields, he's in his second year. We don't know what we're going to get with him. He could run the ball a lot. Maybe, like, talking about dart throwing, I think that Fields is a better dart throw than Carr, don't you? So that's why I'm mad I didn't get... I don't think Carr's a bad pick. I just would have rather had Fields. I got him on and I have Fields on the other team too, so I'd have 2 shares of Fields. I like betting on the same stock, you know? He's shown ceiling. He's been in the league like 10 years. I don't expect him to all of a sudden be one of the better quarterbacks this year. Maybe. I don't hate the Carr pick. I just would have preferred Fields. I could have taken Fields, and then instead of taking this third defense, I could have taken Carr too. I could have Fields and Carr and Hurts and make sure I have a good quarterback. Which is still overkill. If you talked to me 2 years ago, I would have said drafting more than one quarterback's dumb. I would have said that drafting more than one defense is dumb. And I would have told you that drafting that kicker as early as I drafted it was dumb. I would have told you all those things, but things change. Things change, man. Oh, you've been doing film studies on these players too? Yeah. What are you, a fucking pro scout? Sure thing, bub. You could join another league here. Oh, man, you're funny. Should I do another league tonight? We can side bet if you like. No, I'm okay, testosterone guy. You're gonna be okay, man. Why don't you go for a jog or fucking go punch a punching bag somewhere or something. We're chilling over here. Drafting players is not about predicting who's going to do the best. It's about picking the most potential stuff, like you kind of already said earlier. So why are you saying this now? You know that that's not a thing. Neither of us can predict who's going to have the better season. Fields can pop his Achilles week 3. Carr could pop his Achilles week 3. You going to tell me that's not true? When I know it is? Come on. I guess I'm going to do another draft later today. Signing up for one right now. Why don't you just come join this league I'm about to join up for? And then we can see who the better drafter is. You can come exploit me in the draft. Boom. I got another team. I got 3 teams now. I got another draft tonight at 8 p.m. U.S. Poker tonight at 8 p.m. $8 p.m. is about when all the fun starts. I think I'm going to get out of here for now, you guys. It's a fun little fantasy football stream. I don't know what to say about these drafts, man. Shit's a little bit whack this year. I mean, there's so many young players, and then there's so many, like, players at the top of the draft that we're so unsure about, you know? Like, just because Cooper Kupp had that year last year, is it going to have a year like that this year? There's so many players who have switched teams. Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill, new quarterbacks, right? There's so much going on. Young tight end, Kyle Pitts, Kelsey without Hill, the tight ends. We don't fucking know what's going on this year, man. This team's got more running back depth, that's for sure. And receiver is a little bit more sketchy. And then quarterback, we got Trey Lance and Fields. Hopefully that works out. Oh, wrong one. This one we got better picks at the beginning of the draft. We got Chubb and Eckler and Hill. I know Hill's got a different quarterback, different team, this and that, but I think he's just a stud, man. Just an absolute stud. Like, if we were talking about who's the most talented wide receiver, not who you wanted to draft number one, but who the actual most talented wide receiver is, wouldn't a lot of us answer Tyreek Hill? Regardless of the rest of the situation, you know? Anyway, dudes, I'm getting out of here for now. We got another draft in like 3 hours or 5 hours, and we'll be playing some poker, so I'll probably pop the stream on for that. It was fun. Adrian Gladwig kissed and made up. That was good for prosperity. It was good for the human race to see us getting along. Alright, you guys, we fucking did it. I'll see you guys later. Peace.